Good day, everybody. You're welcome to Blue Pips Trading and Capital. In Blue Pips Trading and Capital, we give free lectures on our YouTube channel, and we also give free daily signals on our Telegram channel. To join our Telegram channel, the link is down in the description below, and you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel. Turn on the notification button to get notified of any new video we drop. So today we shall be showing you a very powerful and simple strategy, the 2-in-1 scalping strategy for boom and crash index. This strategy works mainly for boom and crash index using the 1-minute time frame. It's a very simple strategy. It's an easy strategy to use, so anybody can use it. Even a beginner can use the strategy. So without further ado, let's get into it. The first part of our strategy is putting our MACD, the MACD. So let's check the properties for the MACD, or the settings for the MACD. The MACD is set to default. The MACD is a default setting. Then you can set the colors and everything according to your preference, but the parameters are default settings for the MACD, so you don't need to start setting up any parameters. You just put it at default for the MACD. So that's that on the MACD. Then next we have the moving averages. On the main charts we have the moving averages, which is the second part, the moving averages. So first moving average we have is the moving average 9. The moving average 9. So here is the parameters. Here are the parameters for the moving average 9. The period is 9, the shift 0, the method exponential, and apply to open. Then you can set your style and width according to your preference. So the moving average 9 is the first moving average in our main chart. Then next we have the moving average 50. The settings for the moving average 50 has the parameters are period 50, shift 0, method exponential, apply to open. Then the style and the width should be set according to your preference. That's for the moving average 50. And the last moving average we have is the moving average 200. And here's the settings of the parameters. The period is 200, the shift is 0, the exponential method exponential, then apply to open. Then the style, the colors and the width are according to your preference. So here are the indicators we use for this strategy. So this strategy is a very simple strategy, very easy to use strategy. It's a very powerful strategy. Believe me, I say this strategy is about 98% accurate. So we have two parts to the strategy. So the first part is using the MACD alone. So what do we look for on the MACD? On the MACD, we look for divergence. Divergence is what we look for on the MACD. Let me just give you a little bit intro of divergence. Divergence is a kind of market conditions in which price and indicator slightly disagree. In some cases, the price would be giving higher high while the indicator will be giving higher low, or the price giving lower low and the indicator giving lower high. So divergence is like a slight difference between the structure of the market and the structure of the indicators. So without further ado, let's quickly get into it. So in this strategy, for crash index, for the crash 500 and crash 1000, we would only be looking to buy for crash index. That is the crash 500 and crash 1000. We would only be looking for buy opportunities in either of the strategy we use. Why on the boom index, for the boom 500 and the boom 1000, we would only be looking for sell opportunities. So sell opportunities are the only thing we'll be looking for on the boom index. So without further ado, let's get to it. So yeah, we'll be looking for it. Let's look for what's it called? Let's look for a setup, a simple setup to trade. We're looking for buy opportunities. Buy opportunities are what we are looking for. Okay, if you can see right here, we have divergence. If you can see it very well, we have a divergence right here. This is a divergence here. That is the difference between price and indicator. So you can see as it is right here, you can see it. If you can see, then from here we can trade for 5 to 10 candles. So you see we have more than 5 to 10 candles over here. You can take your trade on the second one, then you move it up. So we have more than 5 to 10 candles over there. Let's look for another setup. Still on this, we can look for another setup. You can see as many possible, as many setup as possible in a day. It is very possible. It is very possible. So we should look for another setup. Let's look for another setup. Okay, let's see this, if it aligns. Let's see where it aligns with. Okay, yes, that is one. Here is another one. You can see it. So it doesn't matter, it can happen anywhere. So you can see here's another setup. You can see here's another divergence. So if you see, there's another divergence over here, and here we can trade our 5 to 10 candles. This is more than 5 to 10 candles over here. If you look at it very, there is more than 5 to 10 candles over there. So let's also check now to the second part of the strategy, which is the MA crossover. Okay, so on the MA crossover, we'll be looking for a cross between the MA9 and MA50. That is what we'll be looking for, a cross between the MA9 and MA50. And before we can take a trade, we would make sure that price is above the MA200 before we can take the cross of the MA9 and MA50. We'll make sure that price is above the moving average 200, which shows that is an uptrend. That is an uptrend for buy. And for a sell, we'll make sure that price is below the MA200. Then we look for the crossover between the MA9 and 50 downwards. The same way here, for a buy, we look for the crossover. We first look for price above the MA200, then we look for the crossover between the MA50 and MA9. And you can see we can have our 5 to 10 candles over here. This is one part of it. Right here also we have another part. You can see over here too. Here we can get our 5 candles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Here we got over 9 candles. So almost 10 before the spike, we got over 9 candles, and you can see it still went higher. So if you still wait, you can still get more profit for it. So it doesn't matter. Just once price is above the MA200, you can, and you see a crossover between the MA9 and MA50, you can go for your buy. You can see another one here. Here's another setup over here. Price above the MA200, then the crossover between MA9 and MA50, then the continuation. You can see how many candles that is. That is a lot of money. And so let me quickly add something. You can quickly add something that you can still take a trade. You can still take a trade when there's a crossover between MA9 and MA50, even when price is below the MA200 for a buy. You can still take the trade, but to take that trade, you must have spotted the divergence. You must have. So okay, yes, right here we got an example. You can see the crossover between the MA9 and MA50 below the MA200 for a buy. So we can take this even if it's below, but on one condition: there must be a divergence. You must have spotted a divergence, which we did over here, which we actually spotted over here. Yeah. beg your pardon, hold on. Hold on, something's happening over here. Sorry for the interruption. So we can have, there is also, you can see it, there is a divergence over here. So you can see if you've taken your trade over here 1 2 3 4 5, then you must have taken your profit somewhere here. Then even after the crossover, you can still take another 5 candles or 10 candles, you can see, before this little spike. So you can see that there is no how you would be in a day without getting, you can get up to 20, and we have about 4 indexes which are crash 500, crash 1000, boom 1000, boom 500, and you can use these 3 different methods to get your signals. So you can see you are getting signals and every time, and you rarely fail. It is a very powerful strategy, believe you me, it's a very powerful strategy. So let's look at other index. Let's use boom 1000 now. Let's use boom 1000 and see that it works perfectly on any of them. So it's not only, you can see for the boom index, like I said, we only look for sell opportunities. Sell opportunities are what we look for in the boom index. So let's quickly look for an opportunity on this. Okay, so right here we have a divergence on boom 1000. If you can see, according to what I said, this is a divergence over here. Yeah, and then we have another one right here. As we can see, that is a divergence over there. Then you can take your trades from here. Then you see we have more than 5 to 10 candles, more than. So imagine you scalping this per day using a reasonable amount of lot size. So you can see before it crossed over, it spiked, but what we have gotten our 5 to 10 candles over here before the spike. Then you can see the crossover here. Then here, if you take the trade, you should have your 5 to 10 candles also over here. If you take it 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12, so we got 12 candles even after the crossover, even as price was above the MA 200 for a sell. So you see, once you spot the divergence, you can take your trade even if there's a cross. Okay, so over here we have 2 very powerful examples. So you can see that price was below the MA 200 over here, and the crossover occurred. So you can see the crossover. So over here, let's say you took the trade somewhere here, you could get your 5 to 10 candles. Here we have about 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. We had 9 candles before the spike. So you see, you must have made your profit if you are not greedy. If you are not the greedy type, you must have made your profit over here, even when price was below the MA 200 and there was a crossover between the MA 9 and MA 50. So you must have made your profit over here. And here also we had another crossover. So you can see how far it went. It went really far, really far. As price was below the MA 200, you see, it went really far, went down so well. So you can take that. Here's another example over here. You must have taken your 5 to 10 candles. Here 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. This is another 9 candles before the spike when price was below the MA 200. So you can see that this strategy is a very simple and a very powerful strategy. I bet you this strategy is about 98% accurate. 98% accurate. It's a very simple strategy. It's a 2-in-1 strategy. So you see, if you don't see your divergence, you can see the MA crossover. So it depends on the one that works for you. It's a very easy strategy. You can use the two. If you don't see a signal on this, you can see a signal on that. So in a day, you can do up to a minimum of probably 5 to 10 trades, or even more than that, depending on what you want, depending on how you want. So it's a very simple strategy. It works very well. So you can try this on a demo before going live, and you can use this strategy is a strategy that you can use to grow your account. If you have a small account, for those who have a small account, this strategy can be used to grow your account. So it is very good, it works very fine. So it's a very simple strategy. So I thank everybody for tuning in, for watching. God bless you, and please subscribe to our channel, turn up the notification button, and you can also join our Telegram group. The link is down in the description below. Thank you, and God bless you.